Welcome to Eye on Education. I'm your host, Ed Leicius, and today we'll be talking with some high school seniors from Nashua's 3 high schools about their experience in this very unusual year. In our previous 2 programs, we've been talking to administrators about the challenges of remote learning, as well as the challenges with the normal senior activities going forward. Joining us today, we have Elizabeth Ross from Bishop Guertin High School and Natalie Sheehy from Bishop Guertin. Also, Hayden Moses from BG, Colby Martell from Nashua South, and Mark LaFerriere from Nashua High School North. Thank you all for taking time out of your summer to be with us here today. And I'm going to start with Natalie, who served as class president for all 4 of her years at Bishop Guertin. How would you sum up your senior year, Natalie, given everything that has transpired?
Well, right up until the coronavirus, I think, the BG seniors were really, having a good time with their senior year. But knowing that we didn't really know it was going to be our last day of high school. And I think that was really strange for a lot of us because we felt like we didn't really have a lot of closure ending our high school career. But Bishop Guertin's provided a lot of different events to try and make the best out of the situation. So, while a lot of us are disappointed with what happened, I think that, we try to make the best out of the situation and, came out stronger in the end.
Now, because of it, too, you missed out on your senior season as a varsity tennis player, and you would have captained the team this year. I imagine that also a disappointment.
Yeah, it was a big disappointment for the team in general. We were expecting to have a good season, but it is what it is. And I know the girls that are returning next year will have a good season.
Elizabeth, you were the student body president and a member of the student council at Guertin for 4 years. You also didn't have an opportunity to end up your athletic career at Bishop Guertin, but you've got an interesting choice of study come the fall. You're going to Georgia Tech.
Yes. I guess it's kind of far. I wasn't planning on going to Georgia by any means for college, but it all kind of just worked out how it's supposed to, I think. And I'm really excited to become a Southerner. So
you also play the violin. You were a member of the National Honor Society, and like Natalie, were involved with the campus ministry. How did being a member of campus ministry help you adjust and deal with everything that got tossed at you guys this year?
yeah, I think campus ministry has played a really important part in my experience at BG and also just like my personal life. I definitely am a very religious person, so it definitely helps like with kind of dealing with everything that's going on, like having kind of a faith to kind of lean on and just kind of trust in. That really helps a lot with all the anxiety that's going on with everything. And definitely campus ministry has provided me a lot of opportunities to like deeply explore my faith and also give back to the community. We do a lot of service projects and just like food drives, and everything is geared towards helping others too. So BG's done a really good job of continuing that work of service with the campus ministry, even when we weren't in school. So,
Hayden, your senior year got off to a rough start right from the get-go as you tore your ACL and meniscus in a scrimmage prior to the start of the football season. And if I recall correctly, you would have been the starting quarterback.
Yeah, it was 1 week before our first game was set to go, so it was pretty unfortunate. But the team and the coaching staff did a great job of making me still feel included, and I still was able to help them out even after my surgery, kind of on the sidelines from a coaching aspect.
So you're going to Bridgeton Academy, and you're hoping to play up there?
Yeah, so in the fall, I'm reclassing actually and attending Bridgeton Academy to play football. I was hoping to get a lot of different college opportunities from football for my senior year, But obviously that didn't happen, and so I'm looking forward to getting those opportunities this coming year.
Mark LaFerriere, you're the senior class president at Nashua High School North. You served in that position for 3 years, and you were aiming towards keeping North a safe and united community. Given the last quarter of your senior year with everything that took place, do you feel that you were able to accomplish that?
I feel like we were very easily able to accomplish that only because it's just as easy as reaching out to people, making sure people are handling the situation okay, making sure that our community isn't broken by the situation.
How big of a challenge has it been for you to keep your classmates focused on the fact that they have completed their high school years, albeit from home for the last part of the senior year?
Yeah, that has been a challenge only because it's hard to reach out to everybody, especially the people who can't afford computers or phones, because we access a lot of the people via social media. So it is a challenge to get everyone focused together, united, but we're doing the best we can with the situation that's happened.
Colby Martell is class president at Nashua High School South. And Colby, despite the circumstances, you said you've been working in unique ways to celebrate and appreciate the memories and accomplishments of your class. What are some of the things you've been doing to try to achieve that?
Yeah, so since we can't be in person, I figured the best way was to connect with people through social media. So our Instagram account really, it was kind of, we posted like a couple times a month, but then I started doing daily uploads with like content that people would send in regarding like their favorite memories and stuff like that, and do like fun competitions as well.
You folks were rather in unique situation. Many of you were born around the 9/11 incident or just after it, so you've lived in that shadow. And then with the pandemic this year, that has kind of been the end of your high school careers. What is that going to do for you going forward, Elizabeth? You going to have any thoughts on how it's affecting you or how you'll look back on this?
Yeah, I think it definitely makes the class of 2020 much more resilient than I think other classes in the past. We've experienced a lot, we've gone through a lot, and we're always gonna remember this time as kind of a unique way that we ended our senior year, which obviously wasn't in the best way possible. We all got through it, and we're all still getting through it. And I think that as adults, we'll be able to appreciate that and know that we can accomplish anything in our lives because we've gone through so much as a class.
Hayden, what did you think of the graduation ceremony that the school put together for you guys?
I thought it was awesome. BG did a really great job with getting everyone in the same area. With the coronavirus, it was hard to have a normal graduation, but BG really put in a lot of effort to make it as normal as possible. They ended up doing a drive-in style graduation, so everybody was able to come together in their cars. We also were able to walk across a stage and socially distance wave to our teachers, and they had fireworks, and it was pretty amazing for me to see. And I almost thought it was better than a normal graduation just because of how unique it was and how much we'll be able to remember it.
Well, I watched from home that evening and didn't realize it was going to be as full blown as it was, and it was very impressive. And in fact, I'm good friends with two of your speakers that you had, Mike Lupica, who graduated the same year I did, only I was at the other school. And I just thought it was, very impressive. And I think the students and their parents reacted well to that. Natalie, what was your take on it?
I thought it was really great. I think administration kind of stressed from the beginning that they were going to do everything they could to make it feel like we were still noticed during our senior year. And they really delivered with graduation. They had fireworks and they put everyone's picture up. So everyone still felt like they got the recognition they deserved. So I know I really appreciated it, and a lot of the other students did too.
Well, given the decision by the city to cancel the July 4th fireworks, it looks like the only fireworks this year were Bishop Guertin. So another memory you can take with you. Colby, looking towards what's going to be happening on the Nashua end, have they unveiled all the plans for how graduation is going to be held for you guys at South?
Somewhat. So unfortunately, Mark and I come from a different type of school than Bishop Guertin, so I'm not sure that the way that they did it would work for us. But right now, we're just planning to have a slideshow graduation basically on June 21st. But there's several promises for a in-person ceremony in the future, just no details yet.
So, Mark, same up at North.
Yep.
So going forward this summer, as you prepare to head off to schools, Mark, you're going to UNH. Going to be doing anything out of the ordinary to prepare to go to Durham, or you're pretty well set and hoping to go back in September?
I'm ready to go back. I'm pretty set, only because I think we need to be. Only with everything that's already unordinary going on right now, I think getting ready to go off to college is the one thing that's keeping us grounded.
And Colby, you're going to Babson. If there's one thing you could have changed as the president of your class, what would that have been?
Oh, well, there's so many things that we have no control of over this time, so I'm not really sure how I could change anything in particular. But I know that each event that we did have in person got better and better, and people were really looking up to the future for us. But we're certainly disappointed, but I don't think there's anything that us as a class would particularly change.
You're going to be pursuing a degree in business?
Yes, I will be.
And what about you, Mark? What are you going to be majoring in at UNH, or have you decided yet?
I'm majoring in business as well.
Natalie, what about you? Where are you going to college?
I'm going to the University of Connecticut to study business.
That's a beautiful campus down there in Stores.
Yeah, it is really nice. I'm really
What-
excited.
What drew you to that? What made you decide to go there?
Well, I have family in Connecticut, and my older sister went to Quinnipiac, which is also in Connecticut. And I went to private school all my life, which had a very small community, so I was definitely looking for a change. And UConn has such a big student population that I was really drawn to, that kind of broader community.
Hayden, after Bridgeton, what are you going to be looking to major in when you go on to college?
Right now I'm focusing on majoring in business or economics, something in that area.
As you guys look back on your high school careers, moving forward, what is the one biggest thing you are going to take away from Bishop Guertin, Elizabeth?
I think it's the sense of community that Bishop Guertin really, especially in the past few months, they've tried so hard to keep this sense of community and to keep us all together. And it's really been inspiring, especially by the administration. They've worked so hard. So I think I'm really just going to remember everyone's dedication to the school and how much we all came together and how we still had time to, give back to the community as well. We had our fundraiser for our sister school, which usually is an in-person event, but we ended up having a virtual fundraiser for them. We raised like more money than ever before. So definitely keeping the BG spirit alive has been really inspiring to me. And it makes me really value that sense of community. And it's really something that I want to take with me and keep those friendships and bonds forever.
Natalie, same question. What are you going to take with you?
I think, like Elizabeth said, the sense of community. All the seniors obviously are going on different paths now, which is strange because a lot of us have gone to school together since, kindergarten, first grade. But in a way, it's nice that we kind of have this shared experience to bond us moving forward.
Colby, what about you? What are you going to take from your time at Nashua High?
Yeah, I hate to copy them as well, but the sense of community at South is definitely something I'll take away because South has such a diverse community. And especially as class president, I was able to learn and experience things with so many different types of people. And it was really incredible experience.
Mark?
Yeah, I have to agree. Having everyone come together as a community is such a great thing to have. And also leading by example is one thing I'm going to take away highly in my future.
If each of you could say one thing to the incoming freshman classes, what would it be? Hayden?
I would just say, enjoy every moment. It goes by very fast. And, they tell freshmen that every year, take it in, 4 years flies by, but I don't think they really truly understand. It seems like yesterday I was an incoming freshman. So I would just say, enjoy it while you can.
Natalie?
I would say get involved as much as possible. You're not going to make any experiences in high school if you don't participate, especially since high school goes by so fast and you never really know what's going to happen. Like I'm sure our senior class never would have expected that we would be spending our last quarter from home. So really try and enjoy everything, make as many memories as possible.
Elizabeth?
I would say don't look back. If you make a mistake, just shake it off, move on. If you fail a test, if you don't make the team, that's life. Just keep going. And high school is definitely a journey with ups and downs, but it's all really fun and it all works out. So I guess just trusting the process and just keeping in the present and just looking forward to the future.
Mark?
Don't take it for granted.
And Colby?
Yeah, definitely cherish every moment because I'm sure a ton of seniors regret like taking the few last days that we had for granted, not wanting to wake up and go to school and everything, but also never fear failure because personally, I was definitely too scared to get in front of my class and speak for my first 2 years and I wasn't class president. And then I just randomly decided to try it and it paid off in a big way.
Any of you have any last comments about something we didn't talk about? A message you'd like to leave to those viewing us today? Well, I want to congratulate all of you on your accomplishments. And I can tell from the very brief time we've had together with the program today and just prior to it, that you're all going to go on to be very successful in college and then in your careers after that. And I want to thank all of you for being with us here today on education.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
We've been talking with Natalie Sheehy, the class president at Bishop Guertin High School, Elizabeth Ross, who is the student body president, and student council representative Hayden Moses from BG, Mark LaFerriere, who is the class president of Nashua High School North, and Colby Martell, the class president of Nashua High School South. Good luck to all of you, and thank you, folks, for watching EYe on Education. I'm your host, Ed Lecious, and we'll see you next time.